Welcome to the Lydian world, the blockchain game where you can earn, learn, and have fun. 2022, the world has changed, the internet changed, and the rise of the blockchain changed the entire industry and forced us to rethink. Blockchain gaming became the day-to-day opportunity to generate income. Some chase the mining, while others are doing the trading. The pursuit of our unlimited incoming resources has begun. Whatever it takes, leaving behind the unknown and embracing the new technology, the new era, the Lydian world. Here, the unlimited income resources are waiting to be claimed, but not without our engagement. We are the driving force of the Lydian world. We are the Lydians. The strategy is entirely in our hands, and we can choose which citizenship to get in order to build a future for our beloved ones. Passionate about mining or in need of a crypto-friendly credit card, a highly active trader who needs extra guidance, a developer who wants to promote his project, or a society-educated gamer who aims to make profits out of his own NFT shop and enjoys the time gaps with the Telegram trivia. You are connecting to the Lydian world incoming resources. Every single action of more than already 350,000 citizens is distributing rewards into Lydian world. Every time a card is swiped, every time an NFT transfer is completed, while you play, even while you sleep, Lydian world rewards you. It continues with a new vision, but do you know what marks the success? Perseverance, imagining the unimagined, and above all, possessing your own piece of virtual land to transform a grand idea into a grand reality. Pick a land. Press a button. Up you go. Behold your decentralized property, built to stand the test of time. Open your own business and share it with the others. From outwards to the city center area, until zone by zone, the city is taken over by its citizens. Multiple digital businesses rise alongside. A new era of luxury, shopping arcades, medical offices. Throw open their doors to an unlimited era, the blockchain. But something is missing. The design of your building is a way to define your own business, where you can approach your own digital architect. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. After all, with the power to create and trade, whoever holds the land NFT shapes the city forever. So, what is your vision?
Switch from crypto to fiat pool, non-regulated and regulated.
All right, good morning. Greetings, everyone. How you doing this morning? It is Tuesday, May the 2nd, 2023. And once again, we're coming to you with another bank failure. But this time they wasn't bailed out by the FDIC. They was bailed out by JP Morgan Chase. First Republic Bank seized, sold, and filed sale to JP Morgan Chase Bank. This is big. Why? Because all of the smaller banks are going to be saved, are going to consolidate and merge into the bigger banks. And that is to throw an illusion on us that the bigger banks are the safe place to be. But they're not. None of them are safe. So we're just showing you this. You do whatever you want to do with the information. All right. But we're going to continue to do this because this is our assignment. Our assignment is to expose the international bankers and the ones who run them, because they absolutely run the world. They run the media. They run entertainment. They run the food industry. They run the music industry. They run everything, the education system, the religion systems of the world. They run it because they have the money and the power. However, their power is being disrupted and their money system is falling right in our face. So thank y'all for tuning in. This your brother Fard MacD, CEO of Fard Money Network and New Millennium Bankers family. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel, Fard Money Network. Make sure you subscribe to our team channel, New Millennium Bankers, and make sure you follow us on all social media platforms. All you got to do is look for New Millennium Bankers, Fard Money Network. That is us. All right. So let's get straight into it. Let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market before we get into this breaking news topic. Let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market and see what the cryptocurrency is doing on the market. And as we see, Bitcoin has fell below 28,000. The cryptocurrency market decreased by 1.49% over the last day. However, the market cap of crypto is still $1.160 trillion. So we know that this cryptocurrency market has a market cap high of nearly 3 trillion. So it's still about half down from where it's supposed to be, or where its high is. However, more and more of these bank crises take place, the more and more we're going to see this stuff take off, and more money is going to be pumped into crypto, because as of right now, people are saying there's only two solutions to survive the fall of the dollar, the fall of these banking systems, and that is gold, physical gold, and cryptocurrency. There's no other. Where else you gonna go? All right, where else you gonna go? There's no other place to go. There's no other safe haven. So Bitcoin just shot up. Oh, it just shot up, then shot back down, back up again. In the last 7 days, Bitcoin is up 2.5%. Ethereum is trading at $1,832.54. In the last 7 days, Ethereum is up 1%. Binance, Binance is trading at $322.71. In the last 7 days, it's down 2%. Now let's take a look at the coin of the hour, the coin that is making all of the headlines. Well, we're not making it control media. See, the reason that you won't see the big networks and the big YouTube channels talking about the G999 and GS Partners is because we have a network. See, these other projects, they don't have a network like this. So we have a network. We have a marketing arm. So none of the big name people at this point will you see talk about the utility that our coin has, the community that our coin has. They won't talk about it. All right. But they're going to be forced to in a minute. So the G999 coin, yes, it is reigning top. It is reigning king right now. We're up 14.5%. We're up to 5/10 of a penny, a half a penny. So we're going, family, and we've been moving up every single day. Why? Well, through a few factors. We talked about this yesterday, so I'm not going to go too deep into it today. But the few factors is that a lot of our community leaders and top income earners in our community, they know what this coin is. They know that this coin is a medium of exchange. So they know what they're going to do. So they're going on these exchanges and they buying them up in bulks. So that's making the price go up. And thanks to my younger brother, business partner, one of our executive members in Team Fard New Millennium Bankers, Jahad Muhammad, he let us know that in April, we burned over 80 million G999 coins out of circulation. So all of that, those two elements right there is why we see the price going up on the market and why we see the G999 is up high. And look at our market cap. Our market cap is now over $56 million. So as the market cap goes up, continues to go up, the coin is going to continue to go up. But don't worry, after May the 14th, you think it's going up now, we're going to see a hyperbolic, we're going to see a hockey stick take place with this coin. But nevertheless, we're happy with it right now. But like I always say, none of that really matters. It only matters if you are a trader. Because I'm not selling none of these coins that I'm collecting them. I'm getting more. I'm acquiring more. Might do some more today. All right, so let's get into our topic, family. Breaking news. First Republic Bank said it's seized now. So the FDIC supposed to seize it. And then they allowed JP Morgan to bail them out. First Republican Bank seized. Sold and fire sale to JP Morgan Chase. This was just released today, May the 2nd. New York, regulators seized troubled First Republic Bank early Monday, making it the second largest bank failure in United States history, and promptly sold all of its deposits and most of its assets to JP Morgan in a bid to end the turmoil that has raised questions about the health of the United States banking system. So they just bailing each other out. So the FDIC, along with the Fed, they bailed out Silicon Valley Bank, which was supposed to be the first biggest major bank, right? They bailed out Signature Bank. They just let Silvergate crash. Then they had the Credit Suisse, one of the biggest banks in the world, but that's not over here in America though. So in all actuality, this is like the fifth big bank, big name bank that done failed this year already. We just in May, so it's like one a month. So this thing is heating up, and it's going to continue to heat up, and it's just a matter of time before we see one of the big three fall. And I'm talking about Wells Fargo, Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase. Those are the top three banks in the world, in America rather. Then you got Citibank, you got US Bank, you got TD Bank. So all of those small bunch of banks, they're going to start falling. So what does that mean for us? Hey, we got to look for an alternate. We got to look for a safe haven. We got to look for somewhere else to do business. Why? Because we cannot rely on this. And why play with this? Why play with it? If you see it, you see the sign, read the signs. All right. This is a story. Okay. So they trying to end the turmoil. See, that's what it said. It said regulators seized. So they seized it and gave it over but they just passed it on to their brother. So the regulators, the FDIC, the SEC, who also work for the Fed, they work for the Federal Reserve. Don't get it twisted. They're not separate. Let me say that again. The SEC and the FDIC are under the control of the Federal Reserve, period. Okay? That's who they work for. So really who seized it was the Federal Reserve. So the Federal Reserve seized it and handed over its deposits in its assets, most of its assets from this article said they handed over to JP Morgan Chase. So all of the people who had First Republic bank accounts, they bank accounts supposed to be moved to JP Morgan Chase. This is to save them because, hey, they know they run the scam. It's the third mid-sized bank to fail in less than 2 months. It's the third mid-sized bank to fail in less than 2 months. The only larger bank failure in United States history was Washington Mutual, which collapsed at the height of the 2008 financial crisis and was also taken over by JP Morgan Chase in a similar government orchestrated deal. Listen, family, I'm trying to tell you, the Federal Reserve, they run the government along with JP Morgan Chase. Because what we have to know is, before the creation of the Federal Reserve in 1913, JP Morgan was already established. JP Morgan bailed out the United States government like twice before the creation of the Federal Reserve. The creation of the Federal Reserve set up one central head of the United States currency, the United States monetary policies. I know some of y'all say, y'all will know this. Yeah, but you ain't acting on it. What are you doing? This is a scam. This is why they keep bailing folks out. This is a scam. When you set up your business and your business failed, you had to cut employees. Who bailed you out? Did they come bail you out? And some of these smaller banks ain't even going to get bailed out. So everybody's going to eventually be in the top banks. It's happening now. So in 2008, y'all think that's a coincidence? Let us read this again, because I don't want you to think this is a coincidence. So Washington Mutual Bank collapsed at the height of the 2008 financial crisis, right, which was 15 years ago, and was also taken over by JP Morgan. In a similar, they letting us know this is connected. So 15 years ago, the only larger bank to fall bigger than First Republic Bank was Washington Mutual Bank. And JP Morgan bailed them out too, took it over as well. Ain't that something? Our government invited us and others to step up, and we did, said Jamie Dimon, chairman and CEO of JP Morgan Chase. Now, we just did a stream on him the other day. I forgot what he said. Oh, he said that. Oh, he said it. I forgot. We just did a stream like last week or 2 weeks ago talking about the CEO of JP Morgan Chase, this same Mr. Jamie, the same Jamie character, right? And he said that the bank failures are not over. That's what the article was about, that he said. So right after he said this, bam. So what you think they know, family? They know this is a fraud. They know they can't keep this up. They're trying to maintain it. First Republicans, 84 branches opened on Monday as branches of JP Morgan Chase, which acquired the bank's $92 billion in deposits and $203 billion in loans and other securities. The bank's shareholders are likely to be wiped out as part of the deal. Wow. But listen up. If they got $92 billion in deposits, and then they got another $203 billion in loans and other securities, why do they need to be bailed out? Why did they fall with this type of money on their books? $92 billion in deposits, $203 billion in loans and other securities. Dimon said in a conference call with both reporters and investors that he believed this part of this banking crisis is over. That now he's saying it's over, but just a couple weeks ago, he just said it's not over. But now he's saying it's over. Other mid-sized banks reported their results last week, and the vast majority of them showed deposits have stabilized and profits remain relatively healthy. The outliner was First Republic. Before this year, First Republic was the envy of the banking industry. Wow. Its well-appointed branches Its well-appointed branches served warm cookies to its clients, who were almost exclusively the rich and powerful. Its bankers lured in wealthy clients with low-cost mortgages and attractive savings rates in order to sell them on higher profit businesses like wealth management and brokerage accounts. In return, the wealthy rarely defaulted on their loans and parked substantial sums of money in the bank that could be lent elsewhere, because that's what they do. See, now listen. Now, we've been telling y'all for a couple years now that we have a blockchain bank, and we are offering the same thing, but we're just offering these stuff over the blockchain, utilizing crypto as our medium of exchange, and it's far better than what they offer. Our saving rates are better, right? Our brokerage deal is better. And we don't do loans. You feel me? We don't do loans. But listen, our stuff is just better. You just got to get aware and get educated about the technology. You're already using digital dollars right now. You got Cash App, you got PayPal, right? You got Zelle, you got direct deposit. You already in digital currencies now. The difference is you don't have no control over those digital dollars. But come on over here to Gold Standard Bank and have control over digital crypto. All right. That's the only thing that with digital currencies and cryptocurrencies have in common, that they're both digital. That's it. That's it. Other than that, they're not the same. They're not the same. That they have no other commonality. Because no one person, no one authority runs crypto. No one entity, no one institution, one corporation runs crypto. They just don't. The blockchain. And that system is the blockchain. Dollars, that system is SWIFT. Yeah. So this is deep. Let's read that again. First Republic was the end of the banking industry. Its well-appointed branches served warm cookies to its clients, who were almost exclusively the rich and powerful. Its bankers lured in wealthy clients with low-cost mortgages and attractive saving rates in order to sell them on higher profit businesses like wealth management and brokerage accounts. In return, the wealthy rarely defaulted on their loans and parked substantial sums of money in the bank that could have been lent elsewhere. But that business model of catering to the rich became a liability with the collapses of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. These banks had large amount of uninsured deposits, that is, deposits above the 250,000 limit set by the FDIC. See, that's a fraud. So let me see. See, you think your money is secure, the folk actually is secured by the FDIC. No, it's not. The FDIC is going to bail out the bank. And the FDIC, all of the bank depositors on the world, the FDIC don't have enough. You're talking about trillions of dollars are deposited into these banks from clients and customers to these banks. So if everybody, there's no way for the FDI to save everybody with only a few $1 billion that they got. But where do they get that from, though? Because where do the FCI make money? See, the FDIC is insurance to the bank, so a percentage of the earnings of the bank is supposed to go to the FDIC. However, most of the money that the FDIC got comes from the Federal Reserve and the United States Treasury, them just pushing the button, creating the bond. And this is how they get this money. However, if my money can only be secured up to $250,000, well, what if I got $1 million in there? What if I got $5 million in there? So only $250,000 is secured, so they say. But secured from who, though? Well, who asked that, though? Even if I had $250,000, who are you saying my money is secured from whom? Robbers? Hackers? The Alphabet Boys? Our bank failures. What? So we don't even think like that. Well, my money secured from who? See, if we thought like that, we'll think twice before putting our money in the bank. Cause that don't even add up. Cause I want to know now who my money secure from. So listen to all the elements that they saying your money secure from: hackers, robbers. They're not secure from the government. It's not secure from your local PD. It's not secure from your local sheriff department. It's not definitely not secure from the FBI, the IRS, the CIA, the ATF, the DEA. None of those boys. None of them. They're secure from none of those institutions, right? So you telling me my money is only secure from a bank failure, hack, and a bank robber? But they don't even have that much cash on there, so we ain't even got to put the bank rob in there. It'll have to be a hack, right? Bank robbers can't even go in there and get that type of cash. They don't have that type of cash laying around, all right? So you just take the bank rob off the list. Bam, he ain't even on the list. So you're only looking at bank failure, bank failure, and a hacker. That's who your money is secure from, because it ain't secure from none of the government agencies, none of the law enforcement agencies, none of them. It ain't really even secure from the bank. But hey, keep doing what you're doing. And we deal on this because we dealing in banking and finance. You feel what I'm saying? And we have ways for people to grow their money. So people always ask us this question: is it FDIC? We get that question like more than any other question ever. And but when the person asks that, they just let us know that they don't understand the difference of the two: centralized, decentralized. All right, this is centralized. FDIC governs centralized stuff. Decentralized, you govern it. That's the difference. All right. So listen. These banks had large amount of uninsured deposit, that is, deposits above the 250,000 limit set by the FDIC. As was the case with Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. First Republic clients with large accounts were quick to pull their money at the first sign of trouble. Too many First Republic customers showed their true loyalties were to their own fears, wrote Timothy Kaufman, an analyst with Janney Montgomery Scott, in a note to investors. A coalition of a dozen banks pulled together a $30 billion funding package for First Republic last month that for a while seemed to stanch the bleeding of deposits, but it became increasingly clear that First Republic was on borrowed time. It needed to find a buyer. I find new forms of funding to replace the deposits that had left the bank. So they make money. It's like this. When you got a mutual fund or a broker fund, right? When you got a broker account, you put your money in, the broker making money off of it, and the hedge fund making money off of making trades with your money. So if you pull it, if everybody start pulling money, right, then you start to hurt their bottom line. You're hurting their profits. So no broker, no hedge fund ever want their clients to pull their money. So if this is because the banks run through these brokers, this is what they do. Now these banks here, they run through BlackRock. BlackRock and Vanguard are the biggest asset management broker firms in the world. Vanguard been here since 1975. BlackRock been here since 1987. But we in our community, in just the normal, not just black community, just in the normal working corporate America community, period, regardless of color, know nothing about BlackRock, definitely don't know nothing about Vanguard. Nothing about it. But your bank uses BlackRock trading technology called a Latin. BlackRock got $8 to $9 trillion under management. Vanguard got the same. Vanguard is the biggest shareholder of BlackRock. Ain't that something? How the hell is that? Vanguard the biggest, but you can't see who are the shareholders of Vanguard though. They don't have that record nowhere, not public anyway. All right, you can't just go Google that. You feel me? You gonna have to do some real research to find that. But listen, this is serious because we need to know how they work. Let's go. First Republic planned to sell off unprofitable assets, including low-interest mortgages that it provided to wealthy clients. See, the wealthy always get the best deal. See, me and you wouldn't even get a loan from there, couldn't even get a mortgage. They would hit us with high interest rates, but they hit the wealthy with low interest mortgage rates. So they let the wealthy buy up all of the real estate. All right. It also announced plans to lay off up to a quarter of its workforce, which total about 7,200 employees in late 2022. But it was seen as too little too late by analysts. The bank seemed to be on the brink of failure for weeks. The $30 billion package bought time when time was needed for First Republic. JP Morgan's chief financial officer in a call with reports. That's what he said. Last Monday, First Republic reported its first quarter results and stunned analysts and investors when it revealed that $100 billion in deposit had flowed out of the bank, most in mid-March, immediately after the failure of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank. Its executives took no questions from analysts on an earnings conference call. First Republican stock plunged more than 50% the day after the report. Now listen, see the wealthy, they was only doing it because they benefited. But as soon as they smelled blood in the water, they went and pulled their money out the bank. Oh man. The rich and the wealthy just think different than the average person. All right. We sitting here seeing it, and we just a matter of time. We wanted to be a story. We want to pick it. We want to protest. Right? We want to be the one to make the Facebook page. Hey, I lost all my money. Can y'all sign this pension instead of getting your money out of the bank now? Get it out of there now. It's going to come to JP Morgan. It's going to come to Wells Fargo, Bank of America. You are not safe. Your money is not safe in any of those banks. Period. You need to only use those banks to pay your bills. You should have nothing in their savings account, nothing in their checking account, other than what you're going to pay your rent, debt, whatever with, expenses with. That's real, man. I know it might be harsh. Don't be afraid. Why? If you see this tank, the ship sinking, if you see this is happening, money in and money out, what makes you think what's going to uphold it? The Federal Reserve can only print so much money. That's coming to an end too. This is deep, man. But by mid last week, it became clear government intervention in First Republic was necessary. Government intervention. Treasury officials, I just told y'all, who run things. See, this is how they got this thing so tricked up. The Federal Reserve are the ones who run the Federal Reserve, the international bankers, right? The Jew, the Zionist Jew. We just tell you who they is. The Zionist Jew run the monetary policies. All right. That's why most of our tax money go to the Israelis over there in Palestine. This is all connected. Listen, they have now placed a Zionist pro-Israeli Jew as the Secretary of the United States Treasury. So now they finally got complete control of the United States Treasury, and they already had the Federal Reserve. So now they got complete control of everything now coming out of there talking about money. Did y'all hear? Listen, this thing is deep. Janet Yellen is a pro-Israeli Zionist Jew hater. This is their sister. And they got her as the Secretary of the United States Treasury. This is why this stuff is happening like this now. Because they pulling the plug. Now, Miss Yellen, for her doubt, for the benefit of the doubt, she might don't know about none of this stuff. She not in the higher upper echelon. She's just like a worker, just like a face. No different from Jerome Powell. He just a puppet. He ain't pulling no strings. He ain't making no decision for real, right? It's a shadow person behind him. It's a shadow banking system that we don't see. Those are the international bankers, right? This is deep. This is the world we're living in. But this world is coming to a complete halt. But you got to get out of your comfort zone and stop being afraid and stop believing in some mystery spook person that you think, look at that. That don't even sound, that don't even make sense. A mystery spook person. So you think a spirit is going to come and deal with physical, tangible stuff and deal with human beings in reality. The spirit going to do it, all right, but that spirit is going to be embodied in somebody. It's the only way it can do it. Federal Reserve is real, ran by real human beings. It ain't ran by a myth. It ain't ran by something you can't see. It ran by human beings that has brain power, right? Everything you see comes out of the mind of somebody. This is significant because we need to make the connection and we need to decide where we lie at and what we're going to do. We cannot keep pumping work, go to college, jobs to the next generations. Why you think the communities are so messed up? Why the world is so messed up? Well, the young folk don't have nothing to do. They don't have a job. They don't have no programs for them. They don't have nothing to do but sell drugs, gang bang, get high. That's all they had to do. They're not interested in the public food system. I mean, school system. They're not interested in that. They're not interested in going to work at McDonald's, Walmart for what? Why should they be? You feel me? So we got to prepare something. We got to come up with an economic plan that we can get busy on while we see some falling. And we got that plan for you. Just hold on. So look at this. Last week, it became clear government intervention in First Republic was necessary. Treasury officials asked banks to submit bids for First Republic, and bankers and regulators worked through the weekend to find a way forward. Once again, J.P. Morgan Chase, the nation's biggest bank with a reputation as a deal maker during times of crisis, became the government's go-to bank, as it had always been. Before the Federal Reserve, J.P. Morgan was the go-to bank. Treasury officials had enlisted J.P. Morgan last month to lead the $30 billion rescue package. Back in 2008, Diamond was the go-to banker for Washington to find private solutions for that banking crisis, and J.P. Morgan acquired both Bear Stearns and Washington Mutual. So this is deep, this is deep, this is deep. You feel me? What are we going to do, family? What are we going to do? What program can we get busy on? Where can we go? Where can we go? What program can we get busy on? Well, we have a program for you. But the question is, do you want it? That's the question. Do you want it? Do you want to get outside of this system? Do you want to save your money? Do you want to grow your money? Do you want to thrive while this is happening? It ain't stopped my income. It ain't stopped my money from growing. It ain't affected my portfolio. Do you want to be that? Are you going to continue to let people tell you that something is wrong with cryptocurrency, something is wrong with the blockchain, this is scam, this, that, right? The people that tell you something is scam, well, they can't give you nothing real. They just on here talking. Trolls, as we call them. Slanderers, detractors, all right? That's all it is. But we're offering you a system outside of this system. Do you want it? And that system is called Gold Standard Bank. We're going to show this quick commercial and we're coming right back.
Human fascination with gold is as old as recorded history. 1792, the United States Congress passed the Mint and Coinage Act, that established a fixed price of gold in terms of US dollars. 15 August 1971. A number of attempts were made to salvage the gold standard. 2011. The foundation of the Gold Standard Banking AG, one of the most successful companies which specializes in the trade of minerals and precious metals worldwide. There's a global distribution network for industrial minerals and metals in more than 120 countries. 2020. GSB presents new cutting-edge products and services. Blockchain gold asset LBMA price connected, ready to be traded on a stable rate directly on our exchange. It is using the most advanced decentralized blockchain protocol, safe, cost-efficient, and fast. Digital G999 card, the safest way to secure your digital blockchain assets. Use our new digital card at the size of a credit card to pay the merchants. Gold point of sale. If you are a gold bullion dealer, this is the best way to increase your sales. Our community will trade digital gold to pick up it physically. You can directly exchange the tokens and transfer fiat into your bank account. GSB consists of GSB Gold, International Business Blockchain Platform, Universal Gold Merchant, and Gold Standard Digital Bank. We invite you to discover our products and services. You can pay using our decentralized blockchain solution, everything and everywhere. Register now. Find out more about GSB on our website, g999main.net.
So here we go, family. Let's go into Metaverse Finance. Now, Metaverse Finance is finance and income with only digital cryptocurrency assets, or NFTs, that produce revenue or income for the holder, dividends, payouts, pools, rewards, whatever, all of the above. All right. Now, in Lydian World, all you have to do in Lydian World to get paid is get what we call NFT citizenship. That's it. That's it. So if we go here, Lydian World, that just opened up, that just was launched in December the 26th of 2021. This is when we officially launched Lydian World, this platform. Now, since then, we're talking about $7.8 million in revenue. $7.8 million have been paid to the holders. So today was another big payday, rewards day for us, because by us just having these citizenships and the fees and transactions from this metaverse, we are getting paid. 4% of the revenue that comes from our metaverse certificate goes into the Lydian World pool. We are getting paid. So we got Lydian status. This is the official currency of Lydian World, liquid, that you can exchange on a decentralized platform, SafeMoon, PancakeSwap, and other platforms, and even our platform, GS Trade. We got Lydian Lions. Lydian Lions is metaverse money. Now, you can't swap this out for another currency, but you need Lydian Lions to get the citizenships that will give you the other stuff. We got G999 coins on here, of course. That's the gas to the entire blockchain. We got BUSD, that's Binance stablecoin. We got tokenized real estate. We had PancakeSwap. We got BNB, Binance. We got USD Tether Tron, TRC20. We got Ethereum. We got USD Tether ERC20. And we also got Tron. When we got Bitcoin, of course. And we also got our Euro currency, G-Euro. G-Euro. All right. So now let's go to here and see what has been paid today. So as of right now, I think they're still paying out. It's $201.11 worth, right? 0.11 Lydian Lions, $45 of Bitcoin, $11 of Tron Tether, $133 of ERC USD Tether, $1.87 of status, $6.86 of Ethereum, 15 cents of BNB, and that is 62 cents of BUSD, and 99 cents of Tron, 14.47 Tron, and some G99 coins over here as well. This is just all from the day, and they still paying out. They're not done. That's why I'm not going to claim it. But this is what we're doing in our metaverse, and all you have to do is come into GS Partners, get a metaverse certificates, which is the key. Pay your GS Partners membership, and they give you metaverse money, which is the key to take you into this metaverse. So with that being said, family, we thank y'all for tuning in, and we will see y'all in the morning for a brand new Crypto Mornings, family. So tune in. We're going to continue to hit you with the news, hit you with the science. Make sure you share this video out. Play it back, play it back, play it back until you get it, family. So don't miss the boat. But Lydian World, the G999 blockchain, the Gold Standard Bank ecosystem is where you want to be. All right, we're unaffected by the market. We're unaffected by those bank crises. Come over here and don't just be your own bank. Become the bank and help us set up other bank branches all over the world digitally. You don't have to go there. We don't have a physical building. We don't need it. It's the digital era. It's here. Tap in, family. See y'all soon.